I think the best thing about college is that you basically like live in a community, like you live surrounded by people. So you've got like there's 300 other people your age in college, and it just means there's always something to do. Like you get to meet so many people.
It also makes the whole experience a lot less daunting because it kind of breaks down the wider university into a smaller environment. So you get to know like the say 200 or 300 freshers really well, and people just know who you are, and it's nice to have a close-knit community around you.
Yeah, like whenever you wander around college you always see someone you know, or like even out in town you always see like other Marys and like you'll say hi to each other. And the other great thing about college is college level societies and sports that just gives you opportunities to meet people. So like I've never played lacrosse in my life and I took that up at college level because it's so chill, and like I've met so many people through that.
There's also loads of wider college support. I mean, there's the university support available, but it's also really nice that there's like professional help within the college, but also student peer help. So we have WAM, which is Welfare at Mary's, which is such a great initiative if you just want a more like kind of chill conversation, and it doesn't even have to be something super serious. It just like helps to get stuff off your chest.
Within college, it then means that you've basically got everything you need on your doorstep. So like you've got the college library, the reading rooms, you've got the college gym, and then like you've got the dining hall, so you've just like got food on your doorstep quite literally.
The other really great thing about being a catered college and having the dining room is that you get to meet people when you're there. Hopefully next year you'll get to go whenever you want, but even in households, just queuing up and sitting with people and eating, it's just a really nice social way to meet people.
On top of that, there's so many college traditions as well that they're just so Durham.
One college tradition that makes Durham really special is having college families. So you meet them in Freshers Week, and then you have parents, one of which will do your subject, and then you also have siblings, so another chance to meet people both older but also in your year, and it's just a really nice support and like fun basis just to meet people.
Yeah, like it's a clever way of doing a kind of buddy system without it feeling really like condescending. First year or even second year, I think you then get college married if you want to. So like I was proposed to in first term and I'm college married, and then hopefully next year we'll get kids, and the whole cycle just like carries on.
All the colleges do matriculation, so that's a really fun fresh experience to officially welcome you into the college and the wider university life, where you will dress up in your gowns. And another tradition is the older years come out and they bang pots and pans, which is a bit random, but it's just like one of those things that makes it so memorable.
Yeah, and like it's so great that Mary's is a gowned college, because it means that formals and stuff, like you just get to wander around in your gowns.
Another thing that's so great about Mary's specifically as a college is it's just absolutely stunning, and the views of the cathedral when you walk to lunch and like from lunch, it's just really nice to look at.
And it's such a close proximity to everything, like you're right by the science site, and it's not that far into town, so you've kind of got the perfect distance to like everything you need basically. So I think colleges are just such a selling point for Durham. Like it's what made me choose Durham, because it's a great way to meet so many more people, and there's so many opportunities available to you through college that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
Obviously, we hope that you guys would have a much more normal experience, but we kind of just wanted to show that a COVID fresh experience can still be worthwhile and fun.
We've also included some photos of our experience from this year so that you can get a real feel for what the kind of COVID university experience has been for us. From the start of our Freshers Week, like I think because you're in college, they were still able to like run events and things like that, so it was much more like a normal Freshers Week than like people at other universities had.
And also being put in a household, you meet a lot of people that you probably wouldn't have met.
Like so my household was like 22 people, and that's much bigger than like the classic flat size, so straight away you're with a big group of people that you wouldn't have met otherwise.
So with the college facilities, it actually made it so much easier to have a normal kind of Michaelmas term. I think in like November we were given wine from the JCR as a household, which meant that even though it wasn't in the dining room, we could still hire the JCR and like put on our own formal, which was actually really fun.
With my household on my corridor, we put like so many events on like just by ourselves, and like Mary's as well, we're running various Zoom stuff, and because you're living with a group of like 20 other people, it's so much more fun. I think the great thing about the kind of COVID college experience is that because of societies and sports, you're still able to meet people. So like I took up lacrosse and met loads of people. I've done some stuff with drama and still managed to meet people both like inside the college and outside of college.
Even like not in the societies, just walking to dinner or walking around the college grounds, you're able to meet people. So even though the big household is really nice, we weren't completely confined to it. So like Beth and I weren't in the same household, but just through going to dinner or just like walking around college, we managed to meet each other. So one really nice thing about the academic side, even in college, was that we were able to access the college library, which meant we could study in households, and we got given a slot each week, and the reading room we got given a slot, and then the TLC, which you literally just roll out of bed and you're there, also had household slots, which I found really nice, being able to work like around other people but also on the same table as your friends. I just found that quite motivating.
I think like even when you weren't like at the library or the TLC, like just doing lectures from your room, at least you're surrounded by other people and other friends also doing online learning. So you know, like you can pause a lecture and go say hi to a friend. Like it keeps it a lot more chill.
Even with COVID not letting us have lectures, I still had 3 in-person teachings a week, like 1 for each of my subjects, which meant another way you could meet people from your course, not on Zoom. But equally on Zoom, like people were so up for making friends that you'd end up just talking to people online.
Yeah, like I didn't find online learning all that bad. Like it means that you can literally do lectures from your bed and like whenever you want. And like I've still managed to meet people from my course, like whether that's like in a breakout room or like messaging on Facebook and stuff. So you're still able to meet people.
Okay, everyone. So, what is the atmosphere of Mary's?
Inclusive.
Bubbly.
Supportive.
Welcoming.
Wholesome.
Exciting.
Diverse.
Creative.
Vibrant.
A community. Happy in a community. I love that.
Interesting.
Fun. I'm going to go with global.
A team spirit.
To me, it feels like a home.
Aww.